In all my years of golf club reviews, that has never happened. I just need to show you this. Look, when I do like the dancing intros and stuff, it's quite dark now, but this is usually, there's lights on and people in here. So just so you know, my POV. Yeah, here we are. Guess what today is? It's Friday Arvo, which means a few things. Number one, you should be on the sofa with a nice cold beverage. Number two, you should have a crunchy. That was Friday feeling, wasn't it? And number three, tuning in for Retro Review Fridays. Woo! So before we get into today's review, quick shout out to Golf Clubs for Cash for providing today's number. I've had a few messages from you saying people are copying us. I don't care. It's a form of flattery. I mean, we do it better, don't we? Now I'm going to have you guess today's club before I show you. Bit of fun, you know, for Retro Review Fridays. Imagine I'm a car, okay? Any idea? Yeah, that's not right. That's a dyno. Forget about that one. Yeah, that one's not right either. That's Dynamo, the magician. Goodness sake. This is today's retro review. It's a Nike Sasquatch Dymo, D-Y-M-O driver. And you're gonna need these. Because it's very, very loud, okay? Like, really loud. So if you have a quick look around this driver, you'll notice a few things, one of which some of the paint's come off. I mean, do you blame it? This is from 2009. I was born in 1990, and there's definitely paint missing on me, all right? Now, if you look around, you will see a little symbol that says straight fit. Now, this is really early on. Let's not forget, this is 2009. I was 19. But this is when adjustable drivers were very few and far between. In fact, these came with those humongous wrenches, if you remember. Made some really weird noises to let you know that it was tight. Didn't sound anything like that. It was a very clunky piece of tech. I remember this is when I started to get into more the business side of golf and started doing almost fittings and that sort of thing. I mean, we love this, we don't love this. Nah. There are many drivers that I would imagine just looking at a shaft, but this is the driver I imagine as soon as I see the UST Pro Force, that and the odd Titleist. Then you've got that little symbol on there too, very cute. This is also the precursor to trying the odd square driver, which arguments are it's one of the most forgiving designs still to this day, but it did have its flaws. Okay, down at the ball. Weirdly, Nike drivers around this time, I was a huge fan of. This one, not so much. I love that pear shape that we had, VR, that sort of stuff. But this is very much round, and then you can tell it's got that square DNA in it. It's quite a weird shape down at the ball. It looks quite square, don't you think? It still looks square. It's not square, but it definitely, it's a squared circle, you know? First shot. It's an interesting sound, but it's definitely not anywhere near the SQ square. Not even close. I don't have any money, but what I do have is a particular set of skills. Yeah, so you shank it down 9. If you don't hand my Titleist 2 back off of 12, I will find you. And I will kill you. Might still be left to right, it was a bit heely. Lagged into position. No, look at that. So bottom heel with a draw, 4,262 RPM. Finally. I'm definitely favouring the bottom, which is really going to emphasise the RPM. Nearly 5,000 RPM. It's like a 5-iron. I'm flighting this like a 5-iron.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
What? Do what?
Always wanted to do that. Always. It's rough. It really is. I mean, at the time it would have felt great, I'm sure, but this is not pleasant. A bit higher in the face. Oh my goodness. 5,249 RPM. I've never seen over 5,000 with a driver. Now, the reason I remember this so fondly is because I'm pretty sure this is a year I went on a big golf trip to Florida with a few of the guys, and that everyone said for me that was my turning point for getting a career in golf. I played with a lot of pros and I enjoyed what they were doing and what they were talking about, and that was my little avenue in. So I'm trying to get an emotional attachment to this, but I can't really. But maybe you didn't have this particular driver in 2009, but what I did have was a Callaway Big Bertha Diablo. Do you remember that one? We've got the FTIQ. Moving on. The Cobra L5V. The Mizuno MX700. That was a class driver. I remember that one well. And a Ping G10. We could have a series of retro reviews just in that year. That's incredible. So, songs in 2009. Some bangers. Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. That's what one of the greats, that. David Guetta, Sexy Chick. Sexy Chick. PG version, yeah. For all the emos out there, Green Day, Do You Know Your Enemy? Banger album, that. Tried to really get that one going right to left. 4,858. I'm going to stop, otherwise I might vomit. In all my years of golf club reviews, that has never happened. I just don't want to hit anymore. It's horrible. It was all horrible. Awful. That's probably one of the worst drivers I've ever hit. That is saying something. Oh, no. Numbers? I mean, if I stand too close to that, Raz, I'll get a clean shave. Look at it. What's the average? The average was 4,673. It's a 10-degree driver, but still. Holy 5-iron. Like, the ball speed was pretty decent. Like, you know, we're cold this morning. 164 is not nothing. Still like 260. It's all right. But 4,000. Right, let's go back to the. Oh, look at that. That is an absolute beaut. 5,449. I'm done, guys. I'm done. We're not going to have gems every week, and that was not one of them. What's that saying? Diamond in the rough. What's the opposite? That was the rough in the diamond. Guys, another retro review, another pearler. Thank you as always for watching. If you're not part of Team Al, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notification so you're notified of all Retro Review Friday videos. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, live streaming on Twitch. All the links are down below. Bye! That was awful, guys.